Good morning, Matt. Hopefully this next example here, pretty common. I think one that we're all pretty familiar with those faucets outside. Want to keep an eye on them here. So Shelly Kleinpeter again with La House been giving us a ton of different demonstrations here all morning long. I'll kind of switch sides over here so we can leave it exposed here. But you already have the cap kind of on right now, but maybe a walkthrough process how to install it and maybe some other options if you don't have this.
Yeah, so these are available at most hardware big box stores. It has a loop that you just put around the faucet, and then you stick it snug around here, pull this drawstring, secure it, and this will just insulate that faucet, keep it warm, make sure the water in the pipes isn't freezing. It's also important to make sure you disconnect any garden hoses immediately before a freeze. But another option, if these are hard to come by, sometimes they'll be out of stock, you can take just a towel, a kitchen rag, something like that, wrap it around that faucet, then you can just put a plastic grocery bag around that, adhere it all with duct tape. This will keep the faucet warm and insulated, and this will protect it from any water because, of course, if the water on the towel freezes, then you're basically putting your faucet in an ice box. So that's just an easier DIY option if you can't find these in the store.
And should you keep them? Should you keep these caps on and keep these measures in place really throughout the entire cold season? Can you take it off once it gets warm? How long do you keep it on for?
Yeah, I'd say in the summer months, probably take it off. This plastic's not the most sturdy. It might break, it might discolor or crack or something. So bring them inside just so they aren't exposed to elements all year. But in general, you can keep them on all winter. Nothing will happen to them.
Well, thank you for the updates all morning long. Again, just a couple things to keep in mind here over the last almost 2 hours or so of us chatting with you all here ahead of that freeze that most of us in the viewing area expecting to see at some point here over the next 24 hours. So it should be pretty good to keep some of these tips in mind. Matt?
Absolutely. And again,